Hey everyone, so in this video I show how to sharpen a ceramic knife. I had a few in my house, but I didn't really want to dull those, so I just went on Amazon and I bought whatever the cheapest one was. As you can see, it's very sharp. It cuts newspaper very well. It cuts this pepper extremely well, very easy to use, but this isn't really a review. This is more to show that it's sharp now. I'm gonna dull it, and then I'm gonna try to resharpen it. And I'm gonna try to keep it so that I'm not chipping the edge, because I know these ceramic knives are very brittle. As you can see, this ceramic knife is so tough that it just cuts into this brick. Let's see if it's any duller. So now it's dull. It won't even cut paper. You can see I got a couple very tiny chips on the edge. Let's check again cutting a pepper to see a comparison. And yeah, you can tell it's much duller. It's more crushing the pepper instead of slicing it cleanly. And at this point, if you were using a knife, you'd consider it dull. So I'm happy to move on at this point. Since ceramic knives are much harder than steel knives, you can't really use whetstones to sharpen your ceramic knives unless you want to destroy your whetstones. Since diamonds are harder than ceramic, you can use a diamond stone, and that's what I'm doing here. Now, what I found was sharpening a ceramic knife is much harder to do than sharpen a steel knife. It could have just been me and my cheap diamond sharpener, but it was hard to get an edge and to know when the edge was ready. On steel knives, you'll form a burr on the other side. And this burr tells you when you need to flip the knife over and start sharpening the other side. With ceramic knives, I don't know if it was just me or it just has different properties, but there was no burr forming. It was just grinding cleanly, and you never really knew when you were ready to flip and then resharpen. It takes a lot of practice and technique, but you can sharpen ceramic knives. Just make sure you're keeping the correct angle and you should be fine. Now I'm just putting it on a buffing whip to get all the microscopic marks out of the edge and to get it as clean as possible. As you can see, I got the little chip out and I put a new edge on the entire knife. Now it'll cut paper. It's not my best sharpening, but after an hour, I called it quits. It'll cut newspaper slightly. It's not as sharp as it is when it came in the package, but you can see on this pepper that it's much better than when it was dull. So I might need more practice, but you can sharpen ceramic knives on diamond stones.